Y'all, I'm just gonna say it. Tower of God did not need the second season, bro. And listen, I get it, okay? I know a lot of you guys probably want to send me to the Shadow Realm just because I said that. But I need you guys to listen, focus, and realize this season is ass, okay? Like, yo, there's no way. And if you are visually able to watch this new season and think this is completely okay, you do not remember the hype Tower of God had. Which I was actually about to make a long video talking about the hype of this anime, but I realized you guys got, like, peanuts for, like, concentration. So I'm just gonna cook up an edit for you guys real quick, okay?
All of us are able to breathe thanks to this water you see before you. Everyone within the tower uses this water to fight. Any team that successfully passes through this wall without succumbing to Shinsu strength passes.
Excuse me. Your wall didn't push me back with the others. I'm sorry. I can totally go back.
No, come here. You pass. A monster has arrived.
Back it up, 2, 2, 3 gon' make a nigga back it up. 21 tryna strip a nigga, gotta change my outfit. Nigga ain't black enough. Yeah, Boulder Crest Road, Glenwood Road, neighborhood out whacking shit.
So that was just like a glimpse of how like crazy this anime is. So when I heard that we're finally getting a season 2 after 4 years after I thought that we were not gonna get anything, bro, like I was so hard. I was on the edge of my seat waiting for the first episode. But after each episode, like my hype for it kept going down and down and down, and now like I don't even care when the next episode drops. Which I'm gonna try my best to explain, okay? I'm gonna explain this in like 3 parts. Which low-key part 1 and part 2 are kind of like the same thing. Which is the animation. If you've been following me for a little bit, you know that I care a lot about animation, okay? I am the quickest to clown bad animation. And that's exactly what this is. Which I hope that y'all notice the difference. They changed the animation studio. First season was from Telecom Animation Film. Which I actually really liked because I feel like they all had like a dark outline behind them and like the colors kind of popped out a little bit more, like they upped the saturation. And so it made it stand out from other animes. But for season 2, they switched to The Answer Studio. Which was not the answer to the problem of who should animate the second season because yo, the answer sucks, okay? The answer is bad. Look at this. Notice how the style is completely different. It's more bland, and their movements are just like robotic. It's almost like they cut 60% of the budget when they made this. And when they do this, it make them look ugly. Like the characters, they lose their hype and potential. Because honestly, bro, everybody in here looks lame, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Everybody looks lame, including Bam. But let me give you guys a good example though, right? So in this latest episode, they showed what Kun has been up to. Now remember guys, Kun was kind of dark, low-key, you know what I'm saying? Like he had that chill, relaxed vibes, but kind of a badass. Like on some Shikamaru type beat. You knew that he was always scheming and planning something out, which made him one of my favorite characters. So when I'm watching him trying to give off the same aura about him being like, you know, serious and scheming, all that kind of stuff, this was honestly one of the lamest, bro, this was bad. This is bad. Like, yo, I'm not gonna hold you. This was probably one of the lamest scenes, bro. Because they try to build him up, seem like this badass kind of guy, but like, when the animation isn't there to back it up, to get that impact, it doesn't feel the same. So back then, when he was doing that evil kind of stare or like that serious kind of look, you know what I'm saying? I felt that, but this... Bro, chill out. And you know, this kind of leads into my next point about the plot of the second season. But at the current moment, I have not seen one badass moment. Because again, when you're comparing it to season 1, from the jump, we had badass moments. Now, granted, I'm not saying that they had some crazy Mappa, ufotable kind of animation and all these like crazy moves and everything, but it looked dope. It looked like things I haven't seen. And this season, there has not been a single moment where I'm just like, yo, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually getting hyped for it. Which is important because the second season needs to somewhat or at least match the first season. And before I wrap up this little section about the animation, I want you guys to remember, 7 Deadly Sins used to be the most popular anime on Netflix. Like, they had the tightest grip on the anime community, bro. Like, everybody was getting hyped. Like, even me and my friends. When the second season dropped, we had a binge party at my house and we finished it in one night. Like, it was serious. But now, what do you think about when you hear the name 7 Deadly Sins? I bet you think about that dog-ass animation that we saw in the 4th season. And that little section right there completely ruined that anime, bro. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Nobody's claiming that anime anymore. So animation and visuals can affect the way an anime proceeds. And when the anime like Tower of God that had the most potential, bro, this is crazy. But okay, let's move aside from the animation, okay? I know the economy's bad, we're all struggling. Let's talk about the plot or the events that are going on in this current season. And also, let's talk about the characters. Besides Bam, name one character you actually give a damn about. No, look, name one character, this whole group that you're like, yo, I need a backstory. I need to see more of them in the show. If you say anybody, you trolling, okay? Like, listen, these characters are boring. Like, all these guys could blow up in an explosion and I would not feel anything. But let's look back at the first season. All these characters characters looked interesting. They all had some kind of uniqueness to them. And if they were basic, they at least had some sort of swag to them. Like let's look at this kid right here. He has the same kind of red horn on the back of his neck, so I'm assuming he's the same race as this new main character in the second season. But which one would you want to watch more of? Dude has a stick, okay? Dude fights with a baton. Whatever the little things the police like will hit you with and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, this man is just like simple. And my man's got white before showing any sort of potential. But I'll watch a whole spin-off of this man than this new character. He fights with these bombs or whatever, and he looks lame, okay? I do not care about this man. And honestly, he kind of pisses me off a little bit too. Because this dude, the reason why you had to climb this tower in the first place was because of this man, right? You took out the loan. This man literally killed what I'm assuming to be your childhood friend or some good friend of yours. And they hit us with this corny ass scene like, oh, I'm not gonna actually kill you because, you know, I need to be the bigger person or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I know that's supposed to be some sort of character development. You know, this is probably the reason why Bam likes the kid now, because, you know, he showed restraint or something like that. But listen, I could care less. But this is actually a serious thing. Look at the characters. All these guys were dope. I mean, even Zora was in the first season. We got the lamest looking people in this season, besides the instructor dude, okay? I kind of like him. And you know what? Actually, I'll give it to you. The dude with, like, the power that shows up on his shoulder, okay? I actually mess with him, too. I like his power. But the rest are washed, bro. And also, this could be a comprehension, you know, error on my end. But, like, what was the point of the second trial or whatever? I want somebody to explain the rules, okay? Break down how they won. Trust me, you cannot do it because it was confusing. It was like you gotta take the batteries out of some people and somebody has to stay in the room, but like you gotta get members to be a part of your group, but also you can destroy the other batteries or whatever, like, or take the other people's like remotes and that eliminates them. Like, I didn't get it. First season was straight to the point. And then the first trial, dudes were getting sniped left and right. So honestly, I lost interest in the second season. I'm not gonna hold you. Now, I will probably still watch it because, again, I love Tower of God. Third season cannot be like this or I'm dropping the whole series, bro.